Up, please. Okay, so when you filled out your chart, you should have, did y'all get 5 for the lengths of A? Did you get 8 for the lengths of B? And what was C? 11, thank you. And what was your hypotenuse for the simplified radical for A?
5.
And what about 8? And what about 11? And what did you notice when you looked at the hypotenuse versus the legs on all of these? They're all the same number, but what does the hypotenuse have? Root 2. Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all see how all the hypotenuses have root 2? And they're always the number out front. The coefficient is whatever the legs were. So, on the back, when you summarize this, you should have said something about there being a root 2. Do y'all agree? So, if I tell you this is 7, what else do I know? The other side, the other leg is 7 because they're the same. So what do I know about the hypotenuse? Does that make sense? What if I give you 14 root 2 for the hypotenuse? How do you go backwards?
It will just be 14.
It will just be 14. Now, that's the basics. Is it always going to be that easy? Look at this one. What do I know? You left your packet. Yes.
What the heck?
What do you know about 4 square root of 2?
Wait. What is
Do you mind if I take yours and finish?
Wouldn't it just be 4?
No.
No, wait.
Wait, if this is 4 root 2, what else do I know?
The other one would be
4 root 2. But what would the hypotenuse be?
4 root 2 root 2.
4 root 2 root 2. You should not be having a side conversation. Do you agree that right here we just added the root 2? So, or not added, multiplied. But we're going to do the same here. What is root 2 times root 2?
Root 4.
And what is the root of 4?
2.
And what's 4 times 2?
8.
So it's 8. Does that make sense? Let me do it again. Shh. If I have 4 root 2, I know to find the hypotenuse, I just multiply by root 2. That gives me 4 root 2 root 2, which gives me 4 root 4, which is 2, and multiply. What if I give you the hypotenuse as a root 6? How do I go backwards?
Minus root 0.
Not minus. What's the opposite of multiplying? So what is the root 6 divided by root 2?
Root 3.
Root 3. Does that make sense? I need everybody to get out their notebooks. Everybody, get out your notebooks. We are going to add page 48. So a little FYI while you're doing that, a little lesson. Every subject in every school has a budget for paper. If you haven't noticed, we do not do a ton of Schoology. So the math department has already blown through our paper budget for the entire year. We have no, we're going to have paper, so they still give us paper. They're nice. We're just going to be in debt. But we're just going to be in debt. Because of that, we are no longer going to have all of our notes on paper. What we are going to do now is physically write it down. Oh my gosh. You can't write down?
No, I can't.
Back door says paper. Star. Finals is the last week of school. Okay, I need your voices to stop because as you can tell I'm struggling to talk, number one, but number two, I have about 10 minutes to have you write all this down. So we're not talking, we don't have time for that. First thing is, why are you talking? First things first, what type of triangle did we say a 45, 45, 90 triangle was? So, I need you to add all of these things to this triangle. It is a right isosceles triangle. You're going to hear me say 45, 45, 90 a bunch. Know that I'm talking about a right isosceles triangle. How did we create these right isosceles triangles? What? Not in half, but what did we do with the square? Draw the diagonal. So it is created by the diagonal of a square. So sometimes I'm going to give you pictures that are actual squares and not triangles. Know that you can do the 45, 45, 90 rule with squares. What did we learn? If the leg was x, what's the other leg? X. And what would be my hypotenuse? X root 2. So if you're given a leg, how do you find the hypotenuse?
Leg root 2.
Multiply by root 2. To find the hypotenuse. Write this down. What about if I'm given the hypotenuse?
Then you do the opposite.
Which is?
Divide
Divide by
by root 2.
root 2 to find the leg. So if you're given the leg, you're going to multiply by root 2. If you're given the hypotenuse, you are dividing by root 2. I have paper in the back if you need it. Alright, if I give you this triangle, how do you know it's a right isosceles?
Because the middle like circle, half circle things.
The arches tell you that this is a 45, 45, 90. Do y'all agree? Because the arches, they're the same, so we know it has to be 45 and 45. If I tell you that that leg is 5, what else do I know? This leg is 5. Box your answer. What else do I know? The hypotenuse is 5 root 2. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Example 2. Because you're not always going to be giving them nice and pretty. Good question. So what if I give you this triangle? How do you know this is a 45, 45, 90 triangle?
90 and isosceles.
Because it's isosceles and a 90. Right isosceles. Sometimes, yeah. I gave you a leg of 3 square roots of 6. What do I know? The other leg is 3 root 6.
And then 3 square root 6 times square root.
Which becomes 3 square root 12. Now, that was the issue with your quizzes. Y'all just stop. Can you keep going? You need to ask yourself that. 12 can be simplified to 4 times root 3. What's the square root of 4? So 3 times 2 root 3 is 6 root 3 is my answer. Do you see how it's not super difficult, but easy to get wrong if you don't keep going? You're writing this down. You shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. I'm moving it up. Oh, I need to give you more information. So this one I'm specifically telling you it's a 45, 45, 90. And I'm giving you the hypotenuse. How do you find the legs? Divide by square root of 2. 8 divided by square root of 2 is the leg?
No, because you can't have the
You cannot have a square root in the denominator. So what do you do?
times square root of 2.
What's that called?
Squaring.
Rationalizing. You have to rationalize. That's going to give me 8 square root of 2 over 2. Which is 4 square root of 2. Did I do that too fast? Let me explain it again. I know the hypotenuse is 8. So to find the leg, what do? Divide by the square root of 2. But I can't have a radical in the denominator, so I need to rationalize. And I get 8 square root of 2 over 2, which reduces to 4 root 2. And if this is 4 root 2, what else do I know? The other leg is 4 root 2. Last one, I'm going to give you a square. If I know one side of a square is the square root of 5 over 3, what else do I know? All the other sides are the square root of 5 over 3 because it's a square. How do I find the hypotenuse? Yep. Say that again, Alex. And how do I do that? Times root 2, which would give me what? Is square root of 10 over 3. Because technically that's the square root of 2. I'm going to zoom in. Is that okay if I zoom in? Technically it's the square root of 2 over 1. So it's the square root of 10 over 3. Your homework tonight. I'm giving you worksheet 4 and worksheet 5 together.
They are due on Monday.
So it's not due till Monday, but tonight I want you to do the front and back of the first page. So tomorrow when you walk in, you can ask me questions. It's going to go really quick. Literally the first question gives you a 3. You can probably answer the first 4 questions, probably the first 7 questions before you leave right now. They're super quick. The 7th and 8th one are a little bit high.
I don't know.
Are a little bit high.
The paper we just did.
What?
What did we do?
Okay, so here's what I need from you. So again, you're doing the front and back of the first page tonight for homework.